Hey YouTube, Sam here. I'm about to check how and make sure this starter works. This is one of those places where I say, if you do anything I do and you hurt yourself, I'm not responsible. If you hurt anything like your equipment or your battery pack or something like that, I'm not responsible. So just be aware. This kind of stuff can be dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. Well, whoa. I'm having starter issues with my truck again, and so I pulled the starter out and I am testing it, and it appears to be pretty good. So I'm just using my jumper pack here, but you can use a battery and some jumper cables in this situation. That's basically all a jumper pack is. And I got the ground on a good ground on the body here. I got the positive on the big stud that's coming out of the solenoid here that your battery cable actually goes to. And then there's the little one here that sticks out that on mine is white cable, but I think it's actually black on most of the rest of them. Anyhow, so you want to jump between this and that little one, and you should hear this. Well, if I get it right here. So it's coming out, it's spinning, it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. You can just touch it pretty much directly this and it should spin, which shows that the motor, it doesn't sound great though, so I gotta say it sounds like it's actually working a little harder than it should be. So I'm wondering if this thing is on its way out. But also you can take and check the solenoid. I'm just using this little wire because it's hard to get to. Just by touching it straight to this, I got the positive hooked to the wire. So that shows that the solenoid's popping out the way it should. Anyhow, a little tip on checking your starter. Doesn't necessarily mean it's good, it just means right now it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. So I'm going to insert this in here. I'm actually working on the starter on my 01 Ford Escape, so you can go watch my updates on that one. But anyway, I noticed doing this video I did not do a very good job of showing you where to put things. Everything was in the way. So my positive was on the bigger stud coming out of the relay here, and there's the smaller one there. This is a different starter, so this is a little bit more difficult, but you're always going to have three. You're going to have a smaller one, a bigger one, and then another one that's bigger that's kind of attached to the starter, where it's attached to the body, actually grounded to the body of the starter here. So your solenoid here, you're just going to be messing with these two here. So you ground it to a ground on the starter, good ground, and then you're going to attach your positive to this, and you're going to jump between here and here, the small one and this stud, with the screwdriver like I'm showing you in this video. So hopefully this makes a little bit more sense to you. And then if you just want to check it, you can just hit that one with the positive as well, and that'll just turn it. It won't allow the solenoid to go out, but it will turn the motor. So I'm about to do that with this one. I don't feel like making a whole nother video, to be honest, so hopefully this works out for you. So I'm going to kind of do this one. I do think this starter is bad. That's kind of why I'm keeping the other starter video in with this one instead of just doing a whole nother one. And the starter in that video is now gone and replaced. So what we have is our jumper box here. I got to go around you a little bit here. And here's your bigger stud. I'm going to put my positive on that one. Okay, make sure it's not touching anything else. And then I'm just going to ground to one of these up here. One of the bolts that just kind of hold this whole body together. And I'm going to turn this on, and nothing should happen, which it didn't. Screwdriver I just don't care about because it can kind of arc your screwdriver. And we should be able to, let's see here, go from this one to this one, if I can get this up in here. Yep, and this starter is bad. It's not doing anything. And yet again, I'll put clips of the other starter in so that you know what it should do. Even though, like I said, that doesn't always mean anything. Because the starter in that one was bad as well. It was just intermittently bad. So, you never know. Now, I can just touch this to here, and this might... Nope. See, it's not even... The motor's not even turning. So this starter solenoid is toast. You can rebuild them if you want, and I would like to, but I don't know what's wrong in here. A rebuild kit might not replace the part that is wrong in here. There could be something else wrong with the starter that caused this to fail. So therefore, I'm gonna go grab a new starter. So that was a clip of a couple different starters. The reason I did that is I noticed when I was doing the filming on the one, I didn't get real good footage. So hopefully this all turns out. I'm not doing it again, so hopefully you guys got enough out of this one to know how to test your starter, whether it's good or bad, because both in this video I had a good one that turned out to be intermittently bad. Again, that's the second one in my truck I've had that problem with. And I have one that's bad. I should have showed it, but I don't think I did. The solenoid actually is shoved all the way out and it's staying out. I don't know why or what's going on, but something went bad in the solenoid and it's just constantly out there. So, anyhow, this is Sam, Jack of all, Master of none. You all have a good one.